Lueroi's Pokemon Diamond and Pearl walkthrough, part 43. Alright, so now that you've beaten Barry, or Clint, or whatever you named your rival, you can actually go into the gym and fight the gym leader now. But if your Pokemon are kind of weak and you want to do some extra training, go ahead and talk to this guy, and he'll bring you to a place called the Iron Island, which is an incredible place to just train your Pokemon and level them up all you can. You'll get on this boat, and it's a pretty cool animation with this bridge coming up here. And then the boat will take off all the way down to the Iron Islands. And really what the Iron Islands is just a giant cave full of stuff like, you know, gravelers, onyx, all that good stuff. Don't mind that house there, there's nothing in it. Just head inside the Iron Island. When you're coming down into this little cave area here, you'll find a lady right here. Go ahead and talk to her, and she'll introduce herself as Riley. And you decide to go with her. This is kind of like back in the Eterna Forest. You travel along with someone that'll heal up your Pokemon and fight with you along the way. So run to your first trainer battle here, and you're on your way with Riley. Alright, finally. This is what we've been waiting for since the very, very beginning of the game. Frumplup is finally evolving into its final stage, Empoleon. And now that Empoleon evolves, it gains a steel type, so now it's water and steel, so it's got a ton of resistances. It's a really nice defensive Pokemon. And it learns Aqua Jet when it levels up. Now, most people don't teach Empoleon Aqua Jet, but since it's just the thing's just slower than dirt, and I want to have some Aqua Jet always goes first. It's kind of like Quick Attack, and since I already have Surf, I don't really need Brine that much, so I'll just give it Aqua Jet instead. Alright, there we go, Aqua Jet. Pretty good move in my opinion. Now this pretty much sums up the whole plot of the Iron Island, getting the Galactic Grunts out of there, and yeah, once you beat them, they'll just run off like cowards. And then Riley thanks you for helping her out, and as a reward she'll give you a Pokemon Egg, which you can only get if you have a space open in your bag, or in your party Pokemon, so be sure you don't have 6. Now, this egg will actually evolve into a Riolu, which will eventually evolve into a Lucario. And after you get that, you're ready to move on. And after all that, we finally get out of Iron Island. So once you do all that stuff you gotta do in there, talk to the sailor again and he'll bring you back to Canalave City.